Right, so back on site. So, hang on, we were just discussing this. I was here first in October when footings were down, and then March was when we did the vlog. Yeah, guys, so I'll put a link down. We did a video. So this is a bit of an update on this site that we're just having a look at. As you can see, it looks a bit different from the last time with Dan. What's the date today?
--
28th of June. I should know that. Yeah, so should we have a wander around?
Yeah,
because
so,
I mean,
yeah.
So basically this is a 7-house development that I did a vlog on earlier with Dan, and it's now finished, which is really, really exciting. So just want to hear about Dan's journey right to the end of it. So it's always exciting to sort of update, just in Colchester at the moment. Let's have a wander and have a look. Yeah, lead on, man. No, we locked that one. Oh.
This one's dirty. Let's go on one of the others.
We'll go on one of the others. They're looking really good from the outside, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Well, we actually took the site order down yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, this one.
Wow, that's looking a bit different, isn't it? Blimey. Amazing.
Yeah, so in terms of completion, we've got all the buyers coming in next week. We always get buyers to do their own snagging before they move in, so that we don't have to, you know, a lot of companies do it where you get a month to pick up all your snags and then you report back, and it's just an ongoing battle. You know, we'll still do that for our customers if they've got genuine concerns once they've moved in, but our view is let's get it out of the way and done before you move in, so nobody has to have a disturbance. So we give them a really comprehensive list to go through, to do all the checks, check everything, and help them organise themselves to run through and do the snagging. So they'll come in and do that next week. In the meantime, we'll have a good clean up, get it all cleaned up. They come in, point out any bits there they're not happy with, you know, you might have a blemish on a wall or something like that. We get all that rectified, put the mastic beading around the bottoms, which finishes it off really nicely, and they're moved in. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I really get from you as a developer. It's very customer centric, very customer focused.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's quite a few little features that we'll wander around and show that are just very, very sort of, I say, just a little extra effort, but it just makes a real difference for you as somebody who's just going to come and live in this home essentially.
Yeah. Well, we can provide a much better quality product for just a few £100 extra, and when you're selling a £200,000-300,000 product, you know, I think it's worth it. You know, it's only short-term profit that you're losing.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a bathroom there.
So you know, just by putting, you know, fitted furniture in here, that doesn't cost us a lot more because we've got good supply chains. But it's a little bit more, but it adds a lot of value to somebody who's going to move in it.
Yeah, absolutely. I know the big one was in the upstairs. The bathroom's a lovely little feature, isn't it?
Yeah.
Upstairs, it's shoes off to go upstairs, obviously. To respect someone's home, so make sure it's as tidy as possible. This is where you've got slip-ons and I haven't.
Got a photograph of my shorts here, Tom.
After you, mate.
You know you're definitely going to get my shorts in. I've just been down the gym.
Look at him move. Yeah. Alright, so.
Yeah, you're not going to get the full.
Yeah. So little features like this, which are really nice, which have to be done at sort of developer level, I suppose. It's quite an effort to sort of knock that in, really, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. There's a full-size mirror here, but I suppose you're going to be posting a couple of pictures of the finished one that we
yeah, we can do that.
In the show house.
Yeah, of course.
So it's just another little feature there. You know, again, not a lot of cost. That's the mirror down there. Not a lot of cost in that. I think that mirror there is about £45.
Right. Okay.
And, you know what a feature that is when it covers the whole back wall in your bathroom.
It does, yeah.
That's the other thing, we always do full height tiling as well. When we're going to do tiling, we do full height tiling, so you've got that in the shower enclosure and the ensuite as well.
Yeah.
It's just little
details.
subtle bits which don't cost an awful lot more, but just add so much more value to the customer.
Yeah. Lovely gardens as well.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate this is town centre. So you've got 2 parking spaces and a nice back garden which is overlooked. You just don't get that around here, so this is a unique development in that sense.
Yeah, fantastic. So what do you reckon's next on the horizon with projects, with developments?
We're looking at another scheme like this where we're going to joint venture with a landowner hopefully for 9 units. We've got a little one-off in Sudbury that we're doing, another 2 over in Malden that we're hoping to do near Christmas time. So yeah, should have enough in the pipeline for next year. We've got my own house that we're going to build.
Yeah, I remember you saying about that.
Yeah.
Quite looking forward to seeing that come together actually.
Yeah,
I know you were saying
nice.
you want to test out a few different concepts that you're looking at.
Yeah, so we're going to use air source, so we're going to use renewables on that one and learn how to do it rather than having to learn with somebody else's house. And we'll learn from our own one, realise what mistakes we've made and then implement it on the next ones, because it's the future, isn't it? You know?
That's
I think it's just taking a bit of responsibility as a developer.
Yeah,
I mean, that's, you know, I think you've got to start thinking that way. You know, it's renewables are good for, make financial sense for the buyer, and they make sense for the environment. So
yeah, and I think like especially if you're looking to get into development really long term, like I mean, both of us really are looking at that. I believe we're sort of, you know, at the early stages of our careers. Myself more so than yourself, but I mean we've certainly got a long old time ahead of us within the game.
Definitely.
I think it's definitely good to look at it from the long term perspective and start how you mean to go on. I think that mindset is where it starts.
I think if you look at anything and you're just in there to do it short term, make a quick buck, you're never going to make the same success you would if you just take a long term view on everything. You know, it's much easier to trip yourself up when you start looking at things on the short term view.
Yeah,
if you're just rushing, you're not using the right morals and principles. So.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Oh, fantastic. I suppose to finish us off, I suppose a top tip for someone entering into like new build development like you have. I know that you've come very much from a trades and construction background, but you know, for anybody sort of starting to look at that, they've got a plot of land, they want to get started.
So from that point of view, I was probably able to understand my costings, but just take, you know, what I've always been good at is just creating a network and phoning people. When I want advice, I phone them. When I started up a plastering business, I was on the phone to my old boss all the time, the bloke that I used to work for, and he was fine, you know. He didn't see me as going off creating competition because I was a lot smaller than him.
Yeah.
And I do the same now. We do the plastering for other developers. I'm always asking questions. So ask lots of questions, understand your costings, your true costings, understand the financing, look at financing for 2 years ahead. You can't look at finance as a 6-month thing. It's a 2-year job. You've got to look at what your entry level is, how long it's going to take, what the true cost of it is, and then what your exit cost is, and how you're going to repay that finance, which doesn't always sound, you know, like for instance, if you're going to build a house and say, I'm going to get it as a buy-to-let, you've got to make sure that as a buy-to-let investor, you're mortgageable, and you can actually get that mortgage. Absolutely, a lot of people I see do these things, and they're going to do self-builds and that sort of thing, but they haven't even thought far enough ahead to the point that they actually need to make sure that they're earning enough money to get the remortgage on the self-build when they come back to do.
So it's very much, I suppose, it's very much a holistic approach to the way that you look at the entire thing that you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, we never start a job until we've got all our costs in and agreed with our other contractors, or our subcontractors that we use. And that's the other thing, use specialists. Don't try and do things yourself. Like I tell you now, whenever we think, we'll do this ourselves, that looks a bit expensive, we'll do it ourselves. It always ends up costing the same or more money and just costs you extra time.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
use specialists. Pay them to do the job. But equally, you know, you need to be on the ground. You can't just pay people to do a job for you and expect, you know, expect money to be made for you just by paying out people, you know. Time is what's needed in the instance when you need to learn what's going on.
You need to be ready to jump on site.
Yeah, you have to put time into things, and whether that's spending a lot of time on site and just watching what's going on, having some light involvement yourself, where you're just there sweeping up every day if you want, you know. But be there yourself. Don't just go into your first project, pay a project manager, pay a load of contractors, and expect the job to come out as a success. Because if it does, you got lucky, and you don't know how you're going to implement it the next time. Truly, you might have the right guys there, but you don't know how it actually happened. If one of them breaks away, you've got to replace it, and that's another risk. So just get to know your game, get to know your industry, and take your time and focus on costings.
Yeah.
So
fantastic. Where do we find you?
I don't really do social media. You can email me at dan@friendly-homes.co.uk if you want to shout out.
You've got the website as well?
Yeah, we've got Friendly Homes website.
Yeah.
friendly-homes.com. But yeah, no, I don't do social media. We have actually got some social media stuff going on which the office deal with, but so you could probably reach out to me on there and they'd tell me that it was on there, but I don't do it. So
no worries. Amazing, mate. Really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Nice one.
Catch you soon.